Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about eyeballs. Present Master Shimashou. This is the 7th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. And I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de okane o muda ni suru wa yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you to become a better speaker, to be 1, clear, 2, confident, 3, persuasive, and 4, highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 349, and today we're talking about eyeball your audience when presenting in Japan. It was a large crowd in a vast ballroom, populated with the great and the good. There had been a range of speakers joining to celebrate the festive occasion. The voices rang true and vibrant, easy to hear, and spoken with enthusiasm. All pretty good, except to the hawk eye of Dr. Story, who writes articles, releases a weekly podcast, and has published a book about presenting in Japan. I noticed all the speakers were grazing their eye contact across the assembled masses instead of hunkering down for some eye-to-eye, one-on-one engagement. One speaker, a prestigious guest, adding some elegance and sparkle to the evening, made a very basic error when speaking, which many presenters also make and which should never happen ever. His audience was fanned out in front of him. For some mysterious, unfathomable reason, he positioned himself such that his eye contact never made it to 1/3 of his audience. Those seated to his left were unloved, ignored, spurned. Those seated directly in front and off to his right were lavished with attention throughout the talk. It was an emotional subject, a topical, sensitive theme which gripped everyone's attention. This was the type of talk which needed to win converts, supporters, and to build a legion of followers in pursuit of the worthy goal. An opportunity was lost to really connect with everyone in that cavernous hall. Why did the speaker position himself to exclude a good chunk of his audience? One reason might be that the host of the evening, who had invited him and who clearly was a big supporter, was seated on that right side of the speaker, and perhaps there was a magnetic force field drawing the speaker's face to that person. Another reason might be lack of self-awareness. Our minds can be run over by the complexity of the event, what we want to say, and the weighing up of options about points to be made. The speaker wasn't following any notes, which was very good. It made the talk authentic and heartfelt, as opposed to some canned oratory on this worthy subject. The danger is that because we are thinking and speaking instantaneously, Our brains are consumed by that tricky two-step. We should add in that English was not the native tongue of this gentleman, even though he was fluent. I know for myself, when I speak in Japanese, there's a lot going on that is not visible to the audience when I speak extemporaneously. There is that extra burden to flood the brain with elements to consider at that point in time. And whether we are embracing the entire audience or not may get missed in the rough and tumble. There must be a plan when we speak. Even if we have no warning that we will have to speak, we still need a plan. One of the key things to remember is no one will remember in any great detail what it is you said. They will remember, however, that you connected with them individually as they were sitting there in that dense crowd. What should he have done to really drive home his message and connect with the audience members? Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also are doing custom in-house programs. We do them in both Japanese and English. We do them in our super safe classroom and live online. Today's show is being brought to you by, on the 6th of July, we're doing high impact presentations. All the main presentation designs you'll need are in that course. 2 instructors, everything videoed. We concentrate on one-on-one coaching, detailed coaching in that program, so that at the end of the 2 days in the main modules, the results are astronomically improved. You come out a totally improved, better, more professional speaker. On the 13th of July, we're doing a Dale Carnegie course, so if you are looking to deal with your stress, good program. If you're looking to improve your EQ, your emotional quotient, good program for people skills. If you're looking to be a better communicator, good program to be more articulate, more clear, more concise. If you're looking to be a better leader, how to get people to follow you, this is a good program. If you're looking for some mindset change to really step yourself up, push it, go harder, change your dimension, this is the program for you. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value there for you. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have nearly 2,000 there for you on Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from small, medium enterprises all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro TV show. Get my best-selling books on business in Japan, the Bible on selling, Japan Sales Mastery, Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane wo muru ni suru wa yamemashou, and all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. The venue is rather long rather than deep. The podium was situated in the middle rear of the ballroom, so the masses fanned out, seated at their round tables in front of the speaker. Mentally, he should have created a grid in his mind. That grid would resemble a baseball diamond of left, center, right fields. Those seated at the most proximate tables in the front would be considered the inner field, and those out toward the fringes represented the outer field. Now we have a 6-pocket formula for applying our eye contact. We must apply a random application of eye contact rather than starting on one side and geometrically progressing from one side to the other in an obvious order like painting by numbers. When the audience can predict where we are going to be looking, those at the outer extreme ends of the venue tune us out because they know they have time to let their minds wander. If we have a random selection strategy executed without warning, we may suddenly look deeply into a person's eyes and create that interconnectivity such that they feel, despite the crowd, this speaker is addressing them directly. This is so powerful. 6 seconds of eye contact is about right in order to make sure the eye contact connects and engages without it becoming intrusive and scary. Less than 6 seconds creates that audience grazing effect of no real connectivity with any individual. We connected everyone, and therefore to no one. The other speakers missed this opportunity too. They were speaking at their audience rather than with the guests. The interesting thing with a big crowd is that you don't have to single out each person to connect. At a certain distance, the audience imagines you are looking straight at them. The person you're aiming for and all of those close by have the sensation that the speaker is talking directly to them and no one else. It is an illusion created by the distance. It doesn't matter whether it's an illusion or not, because the feeling is one of direct contact with the speaker, and so the impact is gained. Have a plan, grid your audience, work all 6 pockets, use your eye contact as a magic wand to connect with all the people in the room. When we do it this way, we won't be making simple mistakes and losing excellent opportunities to get our message across, winning fans in the crowd. Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Until the next episode, go out there and apply the learnings from today and become a presentations legend amongst your circle. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.